Welcome to Books and Shit. What I'd like to get into today is the fact that literature is no longer the realm of the rebel. And what I mean by that is that when people are looking for their subversive fiction, that thing that spurs countercultural movement, that thing that inspires people to action, that looks for the weird in day-to-day life, they don't go to books. Book people go to books because they know to expect it there, and it's part of their culture. But the overall world in general doesn't typically look to the literary sphere. They're not looking for that thing that will coalesce their point of view into drive and motivation. We don't go to books anymore for our rebellion, and I'm not decrying that. What I'm saying, though, is that we have to be aware of this shift, and we have to kind of, in our awareness of it, understand how it affects the way that we write about things. See, a lot of fiction nowadays is very meta. You especially see this in comedy and horror. It's not about anything that's going on in people's lives. It's about the way that we talk about things going on in people's lives. It's criticism masquerading as art. It's critiquing the excess of cliches and the overuse of cardboard character narratives to say we need something new and to say how trite it's become. While that has its place, it's becoming such a standardized model that nobody expresses anything with any sincerity. So essentially what it is people are forgetting what the most important dynamic of rebellion is. And when you look back on the history of literature, you'll find out why this is important. The most important thing in rebellion is risk. And people don't really take risks the way they used to with their rebellion. A lot of our subversive material is actually very safe when you think about it. Like when David Bowie started doing the whole Ziggy Stardust thing and he branched out into androgyny and that sort of expression, that was shocking because people weren't used to it. It wasn't normal. Nowadays, somebody does it and people go like, oh, that's kind of cool. It's more of a, can you do it more than the person before you? Or can you do it better? As opposed to, holy shit, like, really? You think you're going to be safe driving through Montana dressed like that? That used to be the norm. You know, the norm used to be that was unusual. Now it's how unusual can the unusual be? Rebellion has become almost status quo. We spend most of our time trying to find ways to not fit in. It's part of the new cultural paradigm. It's the new zeitgeist. Everybody is supposed to be unique and be special, and we do this any which way we can. But the fact of the matter is that a lot of our rebellions, especially in our fiction, are formalized now. What I'm getting at is we need to start taking more risky positions with the things that we express. We need to stop trying to write things that people sort of expect. There's an expectation of what rebellion is going to be, and I think that part of that is because it has become corporatized. We know what sells, and we know what sells to a large audience, and as a result of that, those are the things that are getting gobbled up. So our rebellion has been filtered through a corporate structure, allowing for only a certain kind to get out. See, there may be a whole plethora of artists and writers who I don't know about. It's entirely possible, who really do push the envelope and go in strange new directions and bring out the best and the worst of us. But they're extremely indie, and we're not going to find out about them because agents aren't looking for them, because literary agents make money off their authors, so they want something that's going to sell. Publishing houses, first off, are wasting millions of dollars trying to get celebrity authors going, as opposed to finding new talent. They're throwing money down the hole trying to create celebrities as opposed to finding quality. So what it comes down to is that if you're looking for your edge, you have to learn to explore the depths of the rabbit hole, and you need to start looking further into the indie outside culture.